I'm Teresa Clemens, and I want to welcome you to Sparkle and Shine. Sparkle and Shine is both a fundraising event, but also an awareness raising event, and it's for A Better Way Services. A Better Way supports many people in this community as well as expanded areas, and we want you to learn all about what's changed with us. We hope that you'll enjoy and try to tune in both today and on Thursday as well.
Hi, my name is Genevieve Wallach, and I am the administrator for the Muncie Mission Hub. Here at the Hub, we provide day services for homeless individuals, and when I say day services, I mean we just pretty much meet them where they're at in the homelessness sector, and we help them with daily provisions such as basic food items, clothing, showers. They can do a load of laundry once a week per individual in the household. So mainly just helping them be as comfortable as possible while they are experiencing homelessness. And then also embedded in the Hub are multiple agencies who provide wraparound services for homeless individuals. And so that just kind of helps us to address the barriers of homelessness. And A Better Way is one of the program holders, and they are the ones that facilitate the rapid rehousing program. So we have been able to see individuals go and be referred to A Better Way today, homeless, and then they're housed tomorrow. So rapid rehousing is a good term for it because it does move very quickly, very streamlined, and it helps take individuals out of homelessness and into housing. I have seen that turnaround time and how fast this program really works if it's the right fit and the right candidate. So A Better Way staff will have that same, relationship. I like that they have somewhere to turn because a lot of these people don't have a village, and so A Better Way kind of becomes that village, and so they still have someone to turn to when things get rough. And I like that because it's hard to see someone when they're so battered by life and just being able to give them something back that they never thought they'd get again. The Hub is a safe place for people who don't have anywhere else to turn, and without it, I don't know what these individuals would do. So it's a lifeline for a lot of these people, and I would hate to see it ever close its doors just because they need it. And I don't see homelessness getting smaller. It's going to become more and more of an issue because it's just really hard. The housing market is very competitive right now. They're living on fixed incomes, and so there's just a high need for transitional housing, and service centers like ours are going to be needed so these people can just meet their basic needs and try to figure out life as they walk through homelessness. And I really just hope that the greater community of Delaware County understands the importance of the Hub and what it means to the people who use it.
Hi, my name is Jeff Parsons, and I'm proud to represent First Merchants Bank as market president here in Muncie. Our service philosophy, Helping You Prosper, is about being attentive to the needs of the communities we serve by giving of our time, talent, and treasure to organizations helping them meet those needs. A Better Way provides a safe place where individuals and families in crisis are treated with respect and provided the services they need to start a life free from violence and abuse. For many of these clients, this is the first step to a path of physical, emotional, and financial independence. For these reasons, First Merchants Bank is proud to sponsor A Better Way's Sparkle and Shine fundraiser in support of their vital work in this community.
My name is Nicole Johnson, and I'm a case manager for Rapid Rehousing through A Better Way at the Hub. We work with the YWCA, who does a VI SPDAT, which is a scoring scale of the need of that individual or family at the time for housing. There's certain criteria, but it's very limited barriers. It doesn't matter socioeconomics, color, creed, anything like that. So once we get that information from them, it's passed on to us that this person does qualify for rapid rehousing because they are in desperate need of housing because they are homeless. Then we take that client, we see what other resources that they may need as just not housing. It may be mental health, it may be addiction, it may be anything in that area, any out resources. We try to plug them into that as case managers. This fits into the Better Way mission because it's plugged into that reduction of homelessness and giving people that are in crisis. We come in as an intervention to help them be rehoused as fast as we can so they can get back to a stable foundation. And so a Better Way is now extending that to the homeless population as well as everyone knows, the sexual assault and domestic violence. When I first came to the hub, I met a client who Mary worked with him extensively to get him rehoused. He had been homeless for months, and he had continued to work to build a better foundation for himself while he was in recovery. I remember Mary telling me when she took him to the house that they were looking at, he couldn't believe that this would be a house that he could actually live in. And just to see his excitement and joy that he was actually going to be able to have a house for his family. Everyone has a story, and every story is different. Their story to them matters. And being here and providing them hope in a way to see that there is a foundation that they can start to lay for a secure future. One thing about the hub that I love is that it's just not one entity doing all the work. We've come together as a collaboration of different organizations to make sure that we are being the voice and the light for those that don't normally have a voice and a light, and helping them see that all things are possible when we come together as one unit to give someone a better opportunity, and that hope that life does go on after homelessness, that it can be rebuilt.
Hi, I'm Lori Luther. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for the East Central Region of Indiana University Health. Thank you for joining me today. I'm also privileged to be on the Board of Directors for A Better Way. A Better Way provides many needed services in our community. The hospital is very pleased and honored to be able to be partners with A Better Way in taking care of our community in a lot of the same mutual space. So thank you.
I lost my job to COVID. I do a lot of, I'm a carpenter and do power line tree removal. And then when COVID hit, I had 2 babies, a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. Just lost the job. It's just devastating. You know, with the economy the way it was, and no one, you know, there was no life. You know, we're still trying to get it back now. there's really a hole you fall into in life, and when you've done the things to make that hole bigger, through addiction, drinking, drugs, just everything that isn't positive, it just makes the hole wider. And then through grace, or however you look at it, you decide that it's time to pull myself out of this hole. And sometimes, like it or not, when you've dug the hole so deep that you feel like there's no way out, and then you count your blessings when you realize that someone's there to reach down and help you up. I look at a better way as not a handout, but a hand up. And I just was fortunate enough that I met Mary, and Mary decided to help me, and the help that she's given me is, for a lack of a better term, is just insane. I love this place, and I love the help that they've offered me and given me. It's done a lot to get my self-esteem and my pride back in order. Because without them, you really don't have a life. I've come in with personal issues, just being depressed, and just general conversations uplifting. Because when you live a secluded life, it's what you are, secluded. And even the taste of food is so much different when there's someone else to share it with. And that's just coming in here sometimes. That's what I do. I come in here I don't really have anything to say. Sometimes I do want to just hear, and sometimes hearing a good hello, is enough to just put a smile on your face. And that's okay with me. I think all the clients here, especially individually speaking, when you get to know them, there's an inner story within each one of them, and it's so sad when you think of the outside world looking on us, not into us, because you can't look into someone you don't know, and that's the hardest part. And for me to understand, sometimes it's like, hey, look, you come to places like this because you're in trouble, but if you don't know you're in trouble, then where do you go from there? And sometimes the outreach programs like that is exactly what they do, is they reach out and say, hey, look, because if I know there's people that work here that would stop in a second just to help someone up, and that's awesome stuff, and it's the pay it forward thing. It makes you want to live that way, because I've lived stay away from me life. Now I just, I like to be surrounded by people. I like to enjoy life. The first thing I say to everybody is get help, no matter what it is. And when there's places like this to offer that help, it's just amazing. I thank God for it every day, and I really do.
Ivy Tech Community College, Muncie-Henry County campus, is so proud to be a part of Sparkle and Shine this year. We know A Better Way services are here to help our citizens' most vulnerable population. We are so glad that they provide this service within East Central Indiana.
My name is Kendra Ramsey. I'm the site coordinator of A Better Way Richmond office. So over the last decade, in the domestic violence and sexual assault field, we have continued to hear about this model, the service model called mobile advocacy, across the nation and in the state of Indiana as well. Many agencies have tried it, studied it, and presented a lot of data that says it's a model that really works for clients And it's what clients are saying they want. They want mobile advocacy services. Through this research, through visiting other local centers in the state of Indiana who are doing mobile advocacy, it really was clear that for a better way, it made sense. For Indiana, it made sense for our service area, for our clients, in so many different ways. And so we were able to create something that really fits each individual client's needs in a trauma-informed manner. So we offer counseling, we offer advocacy and case management services, but we also are offering coping skills. So we have support groups for both sexual assault and domestic violence. We can look at other ways of coping skills as well, such as yoga, such as exercise, taking walks. It just really allows us to get really creative in looking at long-term self-sufficiency. Everybody's story is different. So it really allows us to sit and gather information and learn about the person sitting there and telling their story and developing a plan around them that's really going to work for them. It allows us to attend the needle exchange, allows us to attend diaper drives or hygiene drives. It allows us to attend food banks. It really allows us to set up in small communities and trustees' offices and libraries and churches and just be there for people in that community to where they don't have to walk through our doors. But it also allows us to really look at long-term self-sufficiency and building those partnerships so that we can introduce victims to partners within the community. So if they come up against some sort of struggle in the future, they know where to go in the community, so they really can be long-term self-sufficient. We have seen so many success stories, small successes, big successes, areas where we may not have been able to provide services to a victim without being mobile. We have a client as well who culturally would have never have walked through our doors. Never, because it wasn't the norm in her culture. But through another agency who we had partnered with and had collaborations and conversations with, they were able to talk to her about us coming and seeing them there in her home. And we went through the safety questions and were able to identify that everybody would be safe meeting there in her home, and we're able to go and really break down the stereotype of domestic violence and sexual assault services and provide the services right there in her home, and break down the cycle and provide domestic violence education. And we've been able to continue to work with her and even see her walk through our front doors. So that's been really cool.
Thank you for tuning in to Sparkle and Shine. We hope you'll join us again on Thursday so you can learn a little bit more about what we do in the area of suicide prevention, which is new to us, as well as how we're doing with a lot of our services that you might already know us for. We hope to see you then.